Welcome back, everybody. Latinos continue to take the leap into the small business community. They are said to be the fastest growing segment of the business community, with more than 5 million businesses across the country. The Foundation of Little Village is hoping to keep that initiative going with the release of their annual report. And joining us now to explain how this works, tell us about the report, is one of the board members, Arabel Rosales. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, excited to always be here. Thank you, Lourdes.
You're such a great entrepreneur and such a champion for so many small businesses that it's wonderful to have you here and have you talk about it. Describe to me how the Little Village community is doing now post-pandemic, right? As so many businesses try to come out of this pandemic.
I think one of the big things that they're seeing with Latino communities as a whole, but very specifically with Little Village, is that we have this great hope. And so, you know, they're thriving, they're beginning to thrive, and a lot of it we've been involved with. Very proud to be a board member of the foundation and giving the tools. So if it's new businesses or if it's ongoing businesses or growing businesses, there's that belief that we can continue to grow and better. We're definitely seeing it in the Latino community. And so with that, the foundation, you know, has been trying to do its best as can to provide this economic system where we're all working together. And we're calling it kind of the Esquina economic system, you know, that we've been working on. 2022 was great because we were able to provide support for those businesses that are just starting out, those that needed the infrastructure development. We have these juntos, we're calling it different levels.
Yeah, and we'll go through some of those.
Yeah, so we're seeing excitement there. We're seeing the belief that it is definitely getting better, and we're very proud to be a part of that.
Because as I look at the stats and I read some of the research, one of the things that you see repeated over and over again is that, yes, Latinos are starting businesses at a much faster pace than many other groups. The problem is that they're not growing out of that. So they're not getting to the next level, and that's where you're coming in, right?
Yes, it's about wealth building. It's about having the tools, but it's about also creating the mental abundance, you know, that you can be better, and that if we work together as an ecosystem, which is what we're trying to really push and have been doing, meaning that the different organizations that are in there, the different businesses, if we all work together toward the same goal, we can bring abundance to the residents in the Little Village area, which are predominantly Latino, you know, about 70% are Latinos. So, and so these programs are predominantly for people of color in that area. And so that we feel that's an important role that we've been playing, and we want to continue to play that.
All right, so let's go through some of them so that people know the types of help that they can get. Juntos Lanzamos, what is that?
Yeah, so that's for businesses that are starting out, and we actually have training and program for those that are starting out, that are trying to figure out how to get their licenses, or, you know, their information from government, or, you know, do they need a loan or something. So those are more that are starting out, and we've been working with them for a while with a number of training
programs. So they almost sort of partner with a mentor that can guide them through the process.
Right, exactly.
Okay, Juntos Emprendemos.
Yeah, and so that ends up being more creating the infrastructure. Do you need marketing? Do you need PR? Do you need to understand financing better? Do you know, do you need the tools? For example, in this digital age, do you need some of that? And so we've been providing that training. And also connecting those businesses. So if there's some businesses, for example, that are selling bread, can we help connect them with some of the restaurants? Can we help connect them with some of the grocery stores?
So it's almost like a networking.
All of it is networking. It's all about networking, and we're right in the middle of it, but providing the training as well, which is really key, you know, because you need that training in order to grow.
And then the last one is Juntos Avanzamos.
So in some instances, you've got some businesses that need additional capital. So now they're there and they've been ongoing, but they need additional capital to grow, or even understanding investments. You know, how do you do that? And so we've been providing that as well, and we're going to continue to do that. It's that ecosystem that we're providing, that Esquina, we're calling it ecosystem, because as you know, in a year, we're going to be launching that Esquina Cafe, and you know, a place for restaurants that are going to be in there to get training, additional training for the restaurants. We've been working a lot with Food Hero, who's been very involved with us as well. And again, getting the community to work together, getting the businesses to support what everyone is doing, because that's how you bring wealth, to an area. And again, we're very excited about that, and we're very grateful, to a lot of the people that have been supported and helping us.
And it's got to be amazing for you as someone who has seen these businesses from, for the last few decades and sort of how they've advanced, how they've grown. It's got to feel so wonderful for somebody from this community.
Well, my parents, I grew up, you can say, there, because my parents had businesses there. We were kind of pioneers there, and I don't know about anybody else, but we were always working and still always working. And so it's important for me being a board member, and a lot of our board members were originally from, in one way or another, involved. And so we want to see that grow. We have a commitment. I think what a lot of people don't realize is the importance that community placed Chicago as a whole. And so we've got to work together to keep it working.
FLVchicago.org. There's the info on your screen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you for all you do, Lori.